Hello, we're back. We're gonna play a video game. It's gonna be great. I have to remember what the hell I was doing, which is always exciting. I can see that I left myself some skill points, and I think I keep getting nervous to spend them in case I want to min-max something, basically. But that's probably silly, and I should spend at least one of them on something. Let's spend at least one of them. I think... Okay, sick. So one of the things I want to do is this, and I literally cannot, which is good because that takes it off. I don't know if I have any notes about anything else that felt particularly vital to update. But let's see. Let's just look at them. My logic's not bad, but we could do that. Obviously that's fine. Who needs more empathy? Maybe we could do suggestion. That might be nice to bump up a little bit. Like at this point, let's just be a little extra, you know? Why not? Let's do it. And then I'll still be a hoarder and I'll keep one of those points. What the fuck was I doing?
Good. What can I help you with?
Probably nothing. I don't entirely remember what we talked about last time, Joyce, to be quite frank. But that's probably okay. Alright, so I am rearranging my windows again too, because those are a little funky. Getting back into the habit of playing video game. I say like I don't play anything otherwise. I mean, I don't play a lot, but I've been trying to play Breath of the Wild, because what better time to play a video game than when the sequel finally comes out? And obviously I play too much Fortnite, and there's new seasons, so I played a little of that. But I haven't played this, and this is the one true video game. Okay, I can't really remember. I feel like when we talked to Joyce that we got a lot of like stuff that we already knew. So I feel like we probably just ended on talking to her. I think I have a few weird things like top of mind that I know I need to do. I know I want to try to talk to Cassier by herself if I can fucking manage it at night, so I really need to pay attention to the time because I've only got until a certain time at night, but I don't want to leave. I don't want to bail on Kim any earlier than I absolutely have to, because it's always better when he's here with me. Always better to have Kim with me than not with me. So, let's see. I feel like there was some reason why like I'd want to take the long walk back. And I don't know if I did that already. Making the screen wobble, that's good. This is why I can't not play this game for as long as I keep doing. I was so good on my schedule. And then it all fell apart. But I'm gonna really try to not do that anymore. I got a new job, which has been good. And it's Monday through Friday. But I think like last week was my first, or week before last was when I started. Time is fake and who can remember anything. And I think I just like really was not ready to exist as a person yet. As a person with a job they go to.
Full of locusts, but they seem weak and poor things.
Oh, poor bugs. So I just like last week and I was like, I'm gonna play, and it's like everything went to shit. I tried to do it and had technical difficulties, and it's like I'm tired and I don't want to do this anymore. So I got things fixed so that I'd be ready for this week, and then of course when I tried to start my camera it didn't want to work, but like whatever. The point is, I feel slightly more human after second week of working, so I think I'll be able to keep the schedule up. I don't know how many more streams we have of this game specifically, so we will eventually have to figure out what I'm going to play next. I have like plenty of backlog, but I'm rambling to say that I think I'll play video games on Sundays regularly again. then we won't have these gaps where I don't remember what I was doing in my really narrative-based game. I'll remember things again. God, yeah, I really feel like there was some specific reason why I wanted to take this long walk, and I don't know what it was now. I know I need to look for something around this area, but I don't know that I needed to do exactly what I just did, but it's fine. So somebody said something about there being a string of tape in a tree near the pawn shop. That I have a note about. Poor sad old man who lost his friend. We got that information last time. But I'm not seeing anything in a tree. I don't think it's that. I think that was a little visualizer thing. Not not binoculars. Oh, there's a word. Just pretend I'm very smart and I thought of the correct word. Okay, I don't see anything. I was hoping that would be a little obvious, because all I have is tape and tree, check pawn shop. But maybe that was what the long walk was. Maybe the tree wasn't over here. Maybe the tree was something I should have run into on the way over here. How many trees could there be in this game? I guess since we're here, we'll go to the pawn shop, and then maybe we'll wander that side after. I'm really just trying to, like, exhaust as many possibilities as I can before I go into what I am pretty sure is endgamey. And I know that that's probably inefficient as hell at this point, but I know I'm going to play this game another time, without question, but I also want to do as much as I can this time around. You know? Why wouldn't I want to?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Sure. Looking for a radio transceiver. You got anything?
A transceiver, is it? Yeah, we should have something to do the trick.
He produces a machine encased in a blue bakelite shell. Its black face covered in an assortment of pearl-topped knobs and dials. The lieutenant whistles a long, quivering note.
A genuine crystal sprite. This is a connoisseur's model, good for picking up foreign milieux.
The Model 9 also comes equipped with a signal purifier to suppress crosstalk. Especially good around here with our funky reception.
Sounds expensive.
Well, it's not that Elysium surplus junk, that's for sure. We think 120 real is more than reasonable.
I'm gonna shop around a bit, might be back.
You'll be back again. I've got a feeling.
He gently returns the transceiver to its shelf. Ugh, I don't have that many money, and I have no idea how to get that many money. And apparently I haven't asked him this. Do you have any recordings of the Col Dwakwa? Totally know how to say that.
The Col Madakwa.
Perfect.
Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I've been really into all kinds of art lately. Experimental things, you know. I've been thinking of quitting the RCM and becoming a cryptozoologist. I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that you would know what it was. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm like this. Yeah, been thinking of quitting.
How interesting. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Col Madakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Col Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldim Amadaqua.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
Yes! Okay, spin that bird song. Yes, it's absolutely necessary for my research. Nah, that's okay. It's just that I heard the cold dumb mock. I still can't do this Takwa outside the whirling, and I want to make sure I wasn't the only one. Let's talk about something else now. Absolutely not. Spin that bird song!
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you start panicking.
Time to panic.
There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
Seagulls?
And skewers, but
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speakers, a new high-pitched shivering sound.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Amadaqua. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
This guy fucking rules. Okay, so we didn't find what we were looking
All
for.
the old boomboxes are
Okay, that's the light, that's the toys. Okay. Maybe I should be reasonable and check my my list of little quests. Maybe that would be wise. Oh yeah, we can go bother that guy. Oh yeah. Okay, we have a few weird things to do here. Find a tape with a melody. Okay, well he doesn't have anything in there. Excuse me, sorry. I'm very phlegmy today. I still haven't figured this shit out. There's a part of me that wants to look it up, but I feel like at this point, I haven't looked up anything that hasn't felt like absolutely fucking necessary, and I kinda don't want to. And this, I think the transceiver, we can also go look in the union office I wrote down. So we can try that too. And this I've been kind of ignoring. I don't know where else to look for that. I feel like when I tried to figure that out, that seemed like a later thing. Don't know how to do this. Okay, so I need to talk to people in the building. What are you yelling at me on the map for? Okay, apparently I can do that. Ooh, I can try whatever that was again, because that was one of the things where I was like, I should try that again, and then I realized I couldn't max that out. So that'll be my last chance to try that, I guess, when I get back over to the church. Okay, let's go to the doomed building and go talk to people, and for the 1000th time not be able to find the dice maker, and then we'll take the long walk back to the area with the church. Or before that we'll try to remember that office building. So Doom at the bookstore. Also snow, Jesus. Okay. I feel like this is the first time it snowed, but I'm not 100% sure. Hope I'm not fucking up by like dragging my feet doing this stuff.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Plaisance, I have something to tell you. I found the actual source of doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence?
She remembers. Good.
Okay. Yes, the presence, the entity, the malicious energy, however you may want to call it. Or we can kind of cut to the chase. My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm intraplanetic hole in reality. That's the source of doom, both in the commercial area and in Martinez.
What?
Sorry, I'm so flummy. A tiny hole in reality. It may be connected with Pale, an origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
I love that we've convinced Kim of this.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
She's too afraid to even say the word.
Okay, you can't protect it, not against Pale. Close up the shop and try to get as far away from this thing as possible. You can protect it with hope by refusing to give up. That's what people have done in the past, by building a church, a place of worship around this thing. You'll have to find your own answer. I've spent too long on this quest as it is. Hope!
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers round here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Aw, thanks! Okay. Well, I remember how to get to the dice maker. I never fucking do. I used to remember, and then I got bad at playing this game consistently. Now I never fucking make it there. Oh, maybe this was the right way to go. This feels... Oh, Kim wants to speak to me? Yes, hello?
It's dark,
Duh.
and the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Oh my god. Fair point, yes, totally obvious.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and in a held slot to continue exploring.
It's good to know we can be this deep into the game and still find a tutorial thing. I have a damn flashlight, you bastard. I guess I can put away my confidence sword. Get a flashlight. God, what a fucker. I was like, oh, Kim wants to talk to me? What do you want to talk about, Kim? Fucking nothing. Tell you you're fucking stupid. Get a flashlight out. Fucker. Okay. I feel like something about going this way. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons, I think. I think I accidentally hit the run. Which is fine. Oh god, other than that, it's like freaking me out. Okay, no, we're moving too fast with my game this broken. Okay, can we chill? Okay, thank you. Okay. Where is she? Don't fucking remember. It feels like she's like up in a spot, but I feel like I always pick the wrong spot to go up. Yeah, like I think we've already fucked up. Turn around. Nope, turn back. Come. Oh my god, the game is running very bad for me now. Which is perfect. Chosen a great time to mess up. Oh, my sad little laptop. One day we'll be on a real PC, I promise you, game. Okay. We're gonna remember where she is. We're gonna do this right. Is there just like another door I'm forgetting? It does not help that this is running badly now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's what I have to do. I just have to loop around. Okay, maybe I can remember that. I might not have to come back up here again, to be quite honest, but fuck, okay. That at least makes sense in the map in my head now. Alright, hello, ma'am. I found you.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Ooh. Hang on, let's save before we try something on her. It might not work anyway.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
A
Yes!
gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Alright, let's do the second one. This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
She asks as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks in the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she's carved out for herself, bewildered.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Let's say I have my own methods, unusual methods. It is a different address in the heart of the city. I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney ground. Do the second one.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
No one's really ever safe from failure.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. A lucky charm, a Semni's ward? No. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. I don't care what it is, I only came to tell you about why I haven't failed yet. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney. Or, why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
don't call it a dump. You made it nice and cozy here. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. Between the first and the third one. Yeah, let's try the first one.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Thought game, the precarious world. I think I found the actual source of the curse.
You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach?
It's a bit more complicated than I first thought it would be.
I'm listening.
She leans back in her chair, arms crossed across the chest. Oh, fuck it. Of course we're just gonna say it. Just say it. There's a 2mm hole in reality located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to Pale.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
She appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
What? No, I wouldn't go so far to say the entire world is doomed. Don't worry about it, you've been doing fine so far. I'm sure it's nothing, or say nothing. Do that one.
You mean considering the fact that the world is collapsing on my porch?
She gives you a rueful smile and takes a look around.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Okay, bye. Right. Just want to clear that. Do we want to think a thought? Are we thinking a thought? We are thinking a thought. Okay. I can't remember if you can think more than one at a time. Might be able to. Precarious world. All red checks fail? Absolutely not. No. For 4 hours? No, we're too endgame for this, but we'll read it. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too, having things and not losing them. One problem, though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose? It sounds extremely intriguing, but that's... No. I don't know what I'm gonna run into. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Let's get out of here. Come on. Go down the little stairs, Harry. I'm so glad I hope that this stays imprinted in my brain, that I remember how to get to her now, but I may not have to get back to her anyway. I don't know if we're gonna have anything else to talk about. No. You have... No. Oh, pfft. Talking about the taxidermy animals. Alright. Now what? Office by the harbor, that was what I said. Office by the harbor. Oh boy, an autosave. Just what we needed. Alright, it's getting a little late, but not a lot late. I still have time before... hang on. I should just want to make sure of something. Okay, till that time. Alright, I have to do it before that time, not at that time. We can stop by that guy on the way. Oh, let's put away the flashlight, actually. It's good. It turns out I went there for a reason. I think I'm remembering the office I want to go to, but I'm not 1000% sure. So we'll go this way. We'll probably run into it. Though I am starting to doubt myself. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll go bother this guy who we got told explicitly not to bother because we're not smart and we have no what's the word I want? No sense of protecting ourselves, but that's not exactly what I want. Self-preservation! We have no sense of self-preservation. There we go. That's how much we don't have when we don't even know what it's called.
Right to work. Shame on you.
Shame on you for being a fucking scabby piece of shit. Yeah, let's start slow. Are you a mercenary? I don't know if that's really slow. I feel like talking to him at all is probably a shit show, so that's why we saved before we did it. Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here.
An honest scab?
His neck bones tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Stop talking. Be careful, he's holding it deep in there. He's holding it in deep. I can't read. He's holding it deep in. There we go. But there are things in there you don't want to meet.
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Oh god, okay, hell no. Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing. Say very quietly, is there a tribunal being convened by any chance? I feel like anything I say is a mistake. I shouldn't even be doing this. Let's whisper at him.
Fucking
He breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open.
You hear a tiny rattle. A small radio. Cracking somewhere. An earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal. And it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
Lieutenant says his voice is soothing calm. He looks at you.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above. In the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this. He's thinking. This is not the time.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
What if we poke you again? I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
It is a really bad idea. Okay, if this goes badly, we're gonna reload the save. But I also have to do it. It was on your kernel, give him the photo.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving.
Excuse me. Little sneeze in a stressful moment.
Hard as a stone, but beneath it, you see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
In what must have been Seminine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Alright, he squints at it. It's so small. And yes, I do.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benito is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Don't interrupt him.
Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet, a long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding.
I've made a huge mistake.
We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was not.
Okay, this isn't useful. You knew him, right?
What's the matter, militia-man? No stomach for it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
I made a huge mistake.
I think we should maybe even get going now.
There is absolutely no need to push this any further. He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a wise plan anymore.
He thought it was a wise plan earlier? I think it was always a bad idea. Ugh. Blah. Horrid. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I'm mixing up offices that I want to go to. But I think there is something up here. That is what I need to go look at. Oh no, maybe it's in there. I made a horrible mistake. Ugh. Yeah. Maybe not that. Maybe it's on the table actually. That, not the phone.
A common office radio, like any of those found in countless waiting rooms, lounges, and other semi-public spaces all over the world.
Kim, how do I get the transceiver out of this thing?
There's usually a little switch somewhere. Ah yes, it's the one that says release.
Lieutenant points to the side of the radio. Flip the release switch.
The lock disengages with a nice click. You may now safely remove the transceiver unit.
Examine.
There's nothing obviously remarkable about it. It's about the size of a common pasta box.
Pasta.
With knobs of molded plastic. What else is there to say? If this transceiver were a person, it would be an accountant at a large logistics firm. Perfectly competent, but unexceptional.
Sorry for stealing you, transceiver, but there was no other way. I guess pure functionality is itself a kind of aesthetic.
I suppose it does have a certain no-nonsense appeal, if you prefer that sort of thing.
I do when it's you, Kim.
The transceiver appears quite at peace with its appearance.
Do you think we'll actually be able to reach the coalition with this?
You've surprised me more than once during the course of our investigation, but I have to say, it still seems like a remote scenario.
I surprise you, Kim? Oh, thanks.
With
Alright.
its transceiver gone, the radio has ceased its persistent buzzing. It is as silent as a headstone.
Alright. We did it without spending $120 that we don't fucking have.
The file cabinet stands.
Okay,
the
nothing
drawer
new is in
solid,
there.
shut, smooth.
I had to click it. You know I had to click it. Alright, common radio transceiver produced by a generic manufacturer. There must be tens of thousands like it all over the world, each one indistinguishable from every other. We did it! Okay. Long walk back now, I think. Let me stare at my notebook. We have not found a tape. It's getting a little late in the day if I was paying attention correctly. Okay, hang on, let me mark off Scab Leader, because we sure pushed that man. And it was bad, and I wish we hadn't done it. But I had to be curious. Okay. I have like multiple useless notes about tape in a tree. Sidewalk, tree, tape and tree. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what we need to do the long walk back for. So we'll do that. We have a couple things in the church. We'll give the transceiver to what's his name. We can do something with the girl there, with our skill points as they are. And then I really want to try to talk to Classier before I end everything. We do have to do that soon-ish if we're gonna do it. So we'll see. We went from snow to rain. Okay. Really gonna zoom out just so I can maybe move a little faster. Okay. Long walk back. Look at trees. Don't see the man who hates me now. I hated making him hate me. Ugh. Okay. Still not seeing anything in trees. Now let's save real quick. Just in case this walk is unproductive. Because we could probably... I mean, we could fast travel, I guess, but there's not really a lot we could do instead, I guess. I guess that wasn't necessary, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with a quick save. Look at every tree. Look at weird fence that has a thing on it. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Have I been in here? Is this new? The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Is this like a new spot? The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Someone has left their music collection between the Tara pollen. Is that a relief? Is that what the whole name of TARP is? No, hang on. That's the song we want to sing at karaoke! It's all happening. The tape you found from a shack on the coast, the A-side has the smallest church in St. Sound written on it, while the B-side is supposed to contain the instrumental version, requires a boombox to play. Well, guess what the fuck I definitely have? Somewhere. Don't I have a boombox? I have a tape player. Wait, do I need a... Is that different than what I need? Okay, hang on. We're gonna save. Then we're gonna see if this works. If it doesn't, I guess we're going to the church anyway. But...
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Press play.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Keep the porter reel at the harmless distance and wait.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying, and I look dumb and old.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Sorry about that. Okay. So now I have a dilemma because I really want to talk to Classier. But I don't want to leave Kim and have him miss my karaoke. So hopefully Gart will let us sing karaoke at an early hour. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. I can't believe this. Hell yeah, trash. I can't fucking believe we found a karaoke tape. Unbelievable. Hell yeah. So many money. Wow. I wonder if I missed this earlier or if it was like newly opened. Wow, wow, wow. Got our tape. Because I have been fast traveling. So even if it was, even if it was open from the beginning, even if it like got opened after, I have not walked all this way in a long time. So why the fuck would you? It's fast travel. I'm still not seeing a tree with anything in it. And I get the feeling this tape is separate from finding something else, but how many fucking trees could there be? This might be something I end up looking up if I don't run into it. Just to simplify, you know. Where could a tree be? If I were a tree with a tape in me, where would I fucking be? These guys. I haven't talked to them in a long time, but I'm trying to be vaguely more focused than I've been. Vaguely more focused. Because all I've written down is sidewalk, and there's not really a lot of sidewalk. Unless this is a sidewalk. It's as close to sidewalk as I've noticed in a minute. Not really, but... So I doubt I meant Boardwalk. I don't particularly want to go back out there again. Now we're getting dangerously close to the place I've been avoiding. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll take my break. I'll see if I can find anything about where this tape should be. And then we'll kind of reconvene, because I don't want to waste any more time than I have to. I'm already wasting a lot of time. And I want to make sure I can do some of these things. So let's take our break. Give me a few minutes. I'll do my normal break things, and I'll also just see if I can see anything about where that might be so that I can stop wandering so much. Alright, be right back. Okay, hello again. I'm both glad that we wandered around more than we should have because we found stuff, and glad that I looked it up because I was looking exactly the wrong place for what I'm actually looking for. So, we're going back. Long walk back. I mean, we can fast travel from the one point. It fucking makes me insane that you can fast travel from only really specific places. Like, I know it'll only let me do it in specific places and have to look every fucking time anyway because it drives me crazy. Oh my god, hello! Hello! I just noticed that you are here. Hello. Thanks, I'm glad I'm back too. We should be back to a consistent schedule now. I feel like I'm on a general schedule and should be able to stick to it again. So who knows how many more streams are left of this exactly, but either way, we'll be back to regular Sundays, I think. I'm going exactly. I think this actually is okay though. I think we can fast travel from here. Yeah. Okay. So we need to go here to look for what I'm looking for. Let's see how it goes. Apparently there was some tree down here that I didn't see. I guess this classifies as sidewalk? I don't know, I kind of thought it was a road. But either way. Supposedly, there's a tree around here. Oh? Hell yeah. There's a suspicious looking tree.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-coloured ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Piss off, nature. Good hawthorn.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree man.
Fuck you!
The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern. But there's something.
What do I see?
There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense. It'll be easier to remove now.
Okay, we're gonna take that advice. We're gonna get the multi-tool out. That's the multi-tool. And then we're gonna save. Because we're getting this fucking tape. And then we're gonna try.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. A wintry breeze with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches.
Hell yeah.
It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to respool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape.
And then when I was looking up
Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
when I was looking up where to find it, it also told me that.
What's the tape for?
The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches does the curiosity get him. Jesus. I'm too embarrassed to say. It's for Egghead. I promised to make his Van Eric's tape just a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
He has to. He's the master of ceremonies, after all. I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub, though we're assuming a lot. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
He looks at his wristwatch a little impatiently.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
I love that we've got 3 different ways telling us where to fucking go. Yay! This bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of the hawthorn street on Rue St. Ghislaine. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits the surface. Let's fucking go! Alright, pawn shop. And then we'll go to the church. There's a part of me that wants to wait to go to the church, but I'm gonna just do it. I think what I'll try to go to the church. I feel like that's gonna take longer than I think it's gonna take. We'll save before we start anything in there, and then I really want to fucking talk to Classier. We have to make it happen. I feel like I can't waste another day. I gotta start really fucking doing things here.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Hey, do you know how to fix this?
You mean Reese Foley? Yeah, I do, but
Great, could you do it please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Wait, but you tinker with film tapes all the time. Isn't that the same? Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene. Maybe you can help me some other way then. Let's try this one.
Huh?
He
What do you mean?
slowly taps his fingers on the counter. Do you know that old church down by the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I helped some young ravers turn this place into a nightclub, and they played these weird beats there, which they call anodic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. It just goes bzoop, bzoop, bzoop. But this tape could make it hardcore. Not very. I need to funk it up. Yeah, let's do the long one.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a few moments. That was at least 15 minutes. It's fine. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for True Passion Project. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Thank you.
Hardcore aesthetic.
What a beautiful timing.
Oh yes, drugs. We're talking about drugs. Let's face it, these flirtations with the hardcore aesthetic have all been leading up to one question. Can I do drugs harder now that I'm a hard cop? And the answer is yes. You can. You can do one more blast of pyrrolidon and yellow shit powder. You can even pull a ciggy and a lager on top of that. There, you've truly made the hardcore your own thing now.
I love that this deeply broke here. Oh, weird. Okay, whatever. Alright, great. I'm not doing drugs, unfortunately. Not this time. Okay, do we want to think about something else at this point? God, there's so many fucking thoughts. This one was too dangerous to think about. I mean, that sounds okay for something we could throw out. This one's quick. Let's see. Don't really want to lose that right now. Maybe I just let it go for now. Okay, so back to the church, I think is what we're gonna do. Bronze-colored tape found on the branches of a hawthorn tree has been reconstructed into a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an old format which isn't fit into any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Alright, let's get there. Oh, I still have my giant multi-tool out. That's okay, we'll put it away a second. Get our sword back out instead. The most useful of all tools. A confidence sword. Okay. I don't think I can fast travel from here. I think I have to get back to in front of the whirling. Gonna run. Time is precious. Is this close enough? Yes. Okay, church, please. Save, please. Church. So let's talk to her first. So we have a skill check we can do with her.
O pasaro de agint. It flutters by your ear. It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
Yeah, let's just say it to her.
Excuse me?
She casually brushes her hair through her hand through her hair.
She's attempted to remain calm, but the phrase made her flinch.
I remember now. It's a Zelmaki term for someone who won't break under questioning, an organized crime term.
What do you mean?
That's why you've handled my questioning so calmly.
Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone.
She's gritting her teeth.
So after his death we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
Are you sure about that? What about this drug lab plan?
It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with it.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activities?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the débardeurs, else they might get unhappy.
So what you're saying is, Everett authorized this?
Not in person, but I let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind. It wasn't too difficult to convince them, really.
Wow.
It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person. Unpleasant.
Hear that? Set justice on its feet. Confront Everard.
Do I have time for these things? Fuck.
Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not how these things work.
Well, add it to the list. We don't have to do it just because it's on the list. We should confront Everett about this. Maybe we can manipulate him using the information.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard. He's just going to deny it.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Alright, that's it for now. It's on the list. We don't have to... We don't have to do it. Okay. You.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Wow, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like a horrible future.
Can't escape the sound. Can't escape the future.
Alright, I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up Eric's jam.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
He clicks a switch, the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
No, actually I found it tangled up in a hawthorn tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready.
Wow! Here's that? The signs match perfectly! Now if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Do what? I just found a random tape and brought it to Egghead. He's just incredibly good at remixing. You're right, it's uncanny how well it all goes together. Something else must be going on here. Stream.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance, chaos in action, contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
Alright, let's go with logic.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andre looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I think you might know the answer.
Alright, what if we use that crazy sound assault from Suna's experiment but contained it, tamed it, made it pulse?
But how?
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Oh, we're gonna save before we do that. We're gonna save. And maybe we throw that skill point away, huh? If I can. Actually, if I'm gonna do that, we'll do it after we try it one time. Interfacing. Why can't I see? Okay. We can up it one more time. So we'll save, we'll try it, and then we'll try it again if we need to. Do I have any thought I can think or something? I do. Question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise. Egg? So we only have one skill point, and I kind of want to think that thought. So let's save, see if we can do that thing, and then we'll go from there.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder!
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
I'm trying to decide if I want to reload and try it again. Kinda do. But we'll run through this. Where if one cannot speak, one ought to remain silent.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
Alright, let's reload. Let's reload and try it again, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do the skill point. How about that? I don't want to do a lot of this, but it also would be fun to get at. Okay.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder!
Sidechain the beat.
Sidechain? What does it even mean?
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux sidechain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Okay, Egg, you need to start sidechaining it.
Sidechaining it, you said?
He turns down the music, his hands moving deftly across the mixer, setting up the necessary controls.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss, in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
Just wait and see.
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
Give him a thumbs up.
The audio sort is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
We did it!
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together. It's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
This is one for the Enotic generation.
Introducing the ultimate sound!
We have tamed the sound, made it our own.
God damn it. This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This is a new era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered. Who will be the innocence of hardcore melodic dance music?
Oh god. Alright, we fucking did it. We beat the real quest. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, why is that like that? That's weird. Okay, maybe it was just telling me that's what I completed last and I hadn't looked. Sick. We fucking did it. Okay. let's mark all these things off that I did. We did so many. I can't believe it. Oh, karaoke, that's what we need to... Okay. Oh, I actually still need to talk to somebody about getting that fucking transceiver. Okay, so we can talk to Everett, which I'm not sure we're gonna do. I don't know what this one means. That we know. That I don't think we can do anything about. These I'm ignoring. That's what we're gonna do right now. And karaoke. Karaoke! Top priority. Your word karaoke looks like it's not real to me right now. Okay. So some of these might conjoin a little. Alright, let's think that thought. We have a skill point. Do I have to... I think I just have to open one up. And then think about it. And then we still have one. I'll hold on to it still in case we have something to fuck with. And I think he's who I have to give the transceiver to.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
I found a radio transceiver!
So your cop ways came through again. Impressive. Let's see what you got.
I found this in an office by the harbor. Use the perfectly adequate transceiver.
An ordinary white-collar transceiver joins the hardcore underground. Yeah, this should do nicely.
A nice story to tell himself, but don't forget, it really is just a normal, run-of-the-mill transceiver unit.
Okay, well, I don't have $120 fucking dollars, so it's gonna have to be good enough.
Alright, Lawfarer, we're ready to do this. I have to warn you though, once we commit, there's no stopping until we've seen it all the way through. No pauses, no second chances, this is our shot. You got it?
This is very dramatic. I'm glad I saved before this.
So any cop prep you gotta do, you do it now. We'll wait if we have to.
What kind of cop prep do I need to do?
How should I know? It's up to everyone to know their own needs. Whatever keeps your body and soul in top working condition.
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Personally, I'm gonna make sure I've got a steady supply of prep tired handy.
Wait, didn't you say we need some kind of power supply?
Don't sweat that. Egg found something down near the waterlock. Some maniac abandoned a perfectly good power source.
That maniac is obviously you, which makes the power source your half-sunken Caprice 40.
You mean the motor carriage that I crashed in the bay?
That explains why it was covered in pop colours. Whole thing's totaled. But lucky for us, the engine on the back is still perfectly good.
Incredible.
All I have to do is run a cable from the engine up the Centaur Man's Memorial. It won't last forever, but it should buy us enough time to get you synced up with a big bag.
Yeah, let's get some things in order.
Do what you have to do. We're not going anywhere.
Hardcore church! Nowhere else to go!
Like Egg said.
Okay. This makes me nervous. I feel like I already have like the big stupid gloves on, so it's as good as that's ever gonna be. If that was a serious thing they were saying to me. Okay, we'll save. If it takes too long, I kind of have to hop out because I need to do other things, but...
Yo, man. The rest of the crew has got to stay here. Can't afford to let the beat drop right as we're getting off the ground.
Much love to my hardcore antenna brothers!
Good luck, guys.
Try to squeeze in a promo spot while you're on air. We've got to start putting the word out.
Back across the waterlock. At least we're getting our exercise in today.
You can grab that amplifier, officer. and you start spooling up those cables. Maybe we can get it all in one go.
Breakthrough imminent. I'm stressed. Too many things to do. I just don't know how many days I have left before, like, I fucked around too much. Dodgy as fuck. Dodgy as fuck. What are we fucking doing? So many fucking chords. Oh god. Unbelievable.
Just plug that in there, would ya?
It's done. I believe we are ready.
Lieutenant wipes his brow.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets, both of ya. I've got it rigged so we can all listen, but only your cop talk will broadcast. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on, so be prepared for anything. Trick is to keep transmitting your request until the big bad acknowledges ya. You got that?
Wait, what if they never acknowledge me?
Honestly, that might be for the best. Like I said, the signs coming off this whole project are seriously uncharted. Don't know how much juice we've got, so we better get to it. You ready?
Yeah. Oh wait, can I have my thought? Probably not. Okay. We'll just, Yes.
Good. We're live in 2, 1...
A soft rustling between your ears, a winterscape with fast falling snow.
Where's the sound coming from?
Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused by scattered thunderstorms over Ozone.
Hey, little man, we're waiting on ya.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is RCM Officer Tequila Sunset. Please acknowledge.
You're all alone out there, wandering a blasted heath, calling out to the night. But there is no reply, except for the buzzing of invisible machines. The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. Nervous for who, though? You cannot say.
Give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Tequila Sunset. Please acknowledge.
Perhaps you're simply imagining it, but it seems as though you're learning to pull apart the fibers of this auditory felt. You focus on one strand in particular, one that sounds very nearly human.
Nein, Liebling, das lasse ich nicht zu. Wie kannst du unseren Jungen bloß auf einen dieser Dinger nach Bredefort schicken?
Hello, Archer, do you acknowledge?
Marianne, mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr, seit er auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist. Sie halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner Rückkehr mit einem Fremden zusammenzuleben.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
Keep listening.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
Keep trying. We'll get through these radio spookers eventually.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Tequila Sunset. If you're there, Archer, please acknowledge.
Again.
It's gone now.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words, directed at you, but not you.
I don't like that. What are you talking about, Kim? It's perfectly nice out.
I didn't say anything, detective.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
Are you gonna tell me you didn't say that either?
I promise you I didn't, even though it certainly sounds like me.
The lieutenant seems to wince at the sound of his own voice. It must be intraplanetic crosstalk, it's the only explanation.
So your partner's horsing himself, trying to warn him off his current path, most like.
It's eerie for certain, but also harmless. I just wish I could remember what I was talking about.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
What can we do about it?
You just have to embrace the spookiness. Now give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer, do you acknowledge this is Tequila Sunset?
But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Sunset?
Please acknowledge.
Oh, that's me, sorry. Or, other way around. Archer, this is Tequila Sunset, can you hear me?
Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind. Warship Archer. Please identify.
The signals are getting increasingly mixed. Plucking Archer's signal from this will be like isolating a single strand from a tangle of hair.
This isn't looking good. The radio spookers are winning.
What can we do?
Don't know. If we can't get around the interference, we're in deep trouble. Hold on. I think Gag gave me some sort of checklist. Says here, main step, volume to the max. That's not too helpful. Okay. It also says, inspect connections for hardcore clarity. So let's try that.
How am I supposed to inspect the connections?
My guess, you climb up the centaur, man. See if there's anything obviously interfering with them. Maybe you've got some technical law science.
This isn't exactly your area of expertise, though.
Someone has been maintaining it.
No problem at all. You've already teleported up way greater heights.
I sure did.
Something about this setup seems dimly familiar, but you'll be damned if you know what you're supposed to do about it. Images of your body smashed against the pavement flood your mind. This is dangerous.
No doubt. Let's do it. Look, I'm wearing my best interfacing gloves.
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar. You don't exactly cut a lithesome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh god.
That performance was frankly an embarrassment.
Why? Examine the connections.
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered with a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years.
Well, what's it look like?
The whole statue's covered in weird oils. I don't think it's good for the connections.
That's not good. We should have cleaned the centaur man first. Pretty rude that we didn't. Hang on, I'm looking at Egg's checklist. He says, if all fails, bend
What are we supposed to use? I mean, I have a million tools.
It says here, muscle style.
What good is that supposed to do?
Good question. Maybe he's saying we're casting too wide a net. Gotta narrow our receiving band so we pick up the big bad without the spookers. Since you're already up there, I say you should do it.
The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. There's no turning back now.
Solid grip hyper sculpture. I can't save up here. I mean, I don't think I can save in the middle of a thing. I can't. Okay. Let's look at everything first.
You are face to face with Philip III. The Bronze King looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted. His imperious gaze leads you naturally to his outstretched hand, which, for some reason, strikes you as sadly empty. He seems ill-equipped for wherever he's going. A king should not go about unarmed. You can't help but feel that saber you picked up might just give this older king a little more panache and better reception. Come on. Kings and sabers are so played out. There's a better way.
Alright, what's the better way?
Why not arm the good king's valiant steed instead? There seems to be just enough room between its teeth there.
Hit better conceptualization than savoir-faire, I can tell you that. Fine, that's brilliant. Put the saber between the horse's teeth.
To your surprise, the saber slides snugly between the horse's bared teeth.
There is no way that is going to make any difference.
Nah, every bit helps. We need this antenna to be as hardcore as humanly possible.
Right, look at the horse.
This faithful steed cuts a dashing figure with the replica saber between its teeth. The sky is grey and overcast. Snow spirals all around you. Through the scrim, you can just make out the shadow of Coalition warship Archer a few kilometers to the east. A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else. From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
+2 saber actually does help. We're gonna have to go through so much if I want to reload because this didn't work. Thank God. I know it told me I succeeded, but this is still very scary to watch.
Your grip is firm, yet controlled. Your headset guides your hands as much as your hands guide the bronze horse head. It's almost like you're hearing through the horse itself.
Looks like it's working. Keep going. Just a bit more.
Nein, Liebling.
The signal is clear. The storm has passed. This is another voice, a live voice on the other end of this invisible bridge you've established.
Try it now.
Coalition warship Archer, this is RCM Officer Tequila Sunset. Please acknowledge.
Officer Sunset, this is Coalition warship Archer. We are acknowledging and accepting you.
There it is. The big bad. Now be quick. I'll keep us aligned as long as I can.
This is it. You're finally getting to speak with those who hold real power. And by that, we mean the ones with the guns and the warships. There is so much you wish you could ask. Your efforts have bought you some time, But you can't forget what you're really here for.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
So can we run through all of these? Let's try. Who am I speaking with?
You are currently speaking with Coalition Warship Archer, flagship of Insurgent forces in Revachol.
Are you the captain?
No, the captain of the Archer is deeply classified intelligence. We are the second signaler.
Sure, but who are you? I need to know your name.
Our name is not important. All you need to know is that we hold the position of second signaler aboard the Archer.
You really don't have the faintest guess what her name could be. You were never very good at this sort of thing. There's something in the way she refers to herself, always with the first person plural. A deliberate blurring of the boundary between herself and the institution she represents. Not to mention the airborne artillery platform she works on. Her every word is backed up by the most powerful ordnance available.
What's it like being a second signaler?
It's a great honor and responsibility. In addition to monitoring public frequencies, we are tasked with maintaining some of the most sensitive communication equipment aboard the Archer.
What are the benefits?
Quite good. We enjoy all the standard benefits for moral interforces on active duty assignments. Excellent healthcare, foreign service pay, a fully funded pension system.
That sounds much better than the 5,500 real the RCM calls a salary.
6 weeks paid leave, bilingual childcare, vocational certification credits. Really, it's quite a good career.
How's the work-life balance?
Oh, it's fine.
Hold on. You can tell she has more to say.
Wait for her to continue.
Of course, serving on a coalition warship does require some personal sacrifices, but we have to be willing to make them if we believe in the mission.
What kind of sacrifices?
Nothing remarkable. Really, we have been very fortunate. But we do sometimes wonder what we might be missing out on, like in Messina. But now, we have gotten quite far afield. What was the request?
What does Revachol look like from up there?
That's difficult to say. We have a very particular view from our observation platform up here.
Particular how?
Perhaps the best way to describe it, it is to say we have a very wide perspective, but not an especially detailed one.
What can you see?
Oh, it looks quite lovely from here. From our portal, we see rolling hillsides covered with snow, a public park filled with grand oak trees, men and women going about on horses. There are children building a snowman by a small pond. The homes and gardens are quite beautiful, very near, like those in certain areas of Messina.
Where are you exactly?
We cannot say for certain. East it must be. We've only recently been deeded to the Archer, so we are still learning the names of all the many districts.
She needs to see you down here. That's the only way she'll really get what you're about.
Can you see Martinez from where you are?
Martinez. That is to the west, yes?
Yes!
Stand by a moment. We are adjusting our viewfinder. Yes, we are looking at the river now. There are small islands in the middle of it. It's very nice, actually. Interesting. The west of the city looks very different from the east. There's a large motorway dividing it nearly in half. This must be the 881, no?
Maybe follow the motorway as far as it goes?
It appears to go on for quite a while. There's a heavily industrialized district that seems to abut Montmartin. But now we seem to be quite turned about. We'll have to consult a map in the future. Now, was there something else?
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind.
Signal's weakening. I guess you've got about 2 questions left.
Come again?
Fuck.
We're picking up more interference.
Listen, I really need to reach the Committee of Responsibility.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the Liaison for Public Affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
She seems very satisfied by this answer. I wasted so much time. I'm so stupid.
She's got to be jerking your chain, right? You can't wait that long.
I don't know if I have time for any of this. Actually, I was hoping you could patch me through directly.
We're afraid that is quite impossible, Officer Sunset.
What do you mean?
We cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with that responsibility. We are simply the second signal.
Then, why are you wasting time with her? You should demand to speak with who's really in charge.
I get it, so the real power is even higher up.
That is the nature of the command pyramid, yes. Most modern organizations work in a similar way, even the RCM.
You're getting out-tangled by the big bad. Time to try something else.
I don't know if I just have to try this. Because he said I had 2 questions left. I don't know what that means.
What part of need to reach the committee doesn't she understand? Time to lay it all out.
You aren't listening. I've got an urgent personal matter to discuss with the committee.
We will hear your request, Officer Sunset. Although we must inform you that the committee does not typically intervene in personal matters.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
God damn it, this sucks. The thing is, I can't remember anything.
So, you're experiencing acute memory loss. We don't see how this is the committee's business.
Oh god, here we go.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with something I lost.
We're afraid we don't understand at all. What does this something have to do with your lost memory?
I'd really prefer to speak with the committee directly.
Unfortunately, we cannot accept your request. We really have no idea what you're talking about. But we are quite sure it is beyond the purview of the committee of responsibility. Now, please excuse us while we update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4, 3...
Quick, hang up on her first.
Sure.
And the line goes quiet. There, you really showed her.
Mm-hmm.
Showed her what, though? The lieutenant gives a long sigh as he removes his headphones. He looks up at you.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, Detective. Your real work is down here.
Okay, well, whatever we could have done up there, we fucked up. So that sucks. Give me a minute.
There's a damp cold running up the insides of your thighs. Your legs have grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. The strikebreakers are still shouting their slogans and waving their hand-painted signs. Beneath you, the lieutenant and the speed freak have begun disconnecting a few cables. You could stay a while longer if you wanted.
Fine.
Out on the bay, a pair of dinghies bob and roll in the waves. The breeze drags the voices of the fishermen toward the plaza, faint and indecipherable. Further out, a few dirty icebergs drift to and fro. Further still, at the outer edge of your recognizance, the ancient ruins of the sea fort lay piled on the horizon.
There's so many weird... I think that's a typo. There was a typo earlier for ordnance, too, where it was, like, fully missing a letter.
Everything alright, Detective?
I don't know, maybe.
Listen, I understand that you're disappointed that things did not turn out how you might have hoped. But you did accomplish your task. You reached the coalition. I must admit I didn't seriously think you could do it, but you've proved me wrong. Now come on. We still have a long day ahead of us.
About time. You grab that amp, forget the cables. Need to leave some evidence of our antenna to inspire future generations.
What's one more trip across the waterlock?
Wasting a lot of time. never let my hardcore brothers down.
Sure, you have to say that now, but it's alright. I'll put this tech away later. Think there's an extra can set, in case you want to grab a souvenir or something. Don't think anyone will miss it.
Anna Van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
All motoric white checks unlocked reveals Arno van Eyck gig posters in the world. Alright. Welp. We did a bad job. We failed. Kim tried to say he was still proud of me, but we're failure. And we lost so much time. Okay. I'm gonna quick save again. God, there's a part of me that like wants to run through that again, but like it would have to be on my own fucking time, cause Jesus, that was long. Maybe if I actually get the urge to do it and I don't accidentally save over the save, I will record it or something, but probably just accept my fate. Alright, fast travel, please. See if we can do some karaoke's. Karaoke and Classier. We have a little bit of time. Karaoke I'm very serious about. This has been my main goal from day one, so this man better let me fucking do the karaoke.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Oh yeah.
Well, well. Bringing in that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
Ooh, this is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
Why do you even have the PA system if no one's gonna use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me. Give him the tape.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Yes!
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Okay, goodbye. Yes, 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 yes. Kim!
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Look at my audience of one. Oh, beautiful.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke.
Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Put your lips against the microphone, test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
I can't believe that more time is making this worse.
Hands. Where do you put your hands? Does someone feel like throwing up? I do. A little.
No, I'm making it worse. Look around the room.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours. Yes, you could always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people.
I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna reload and not do any of that and put on my drama clothes. I know I kinda did this funky and didn't save quite where you needed to, but let's give ourselves a better chance. And I guess we could do it later, but I don't want to fuck around too much because I want to do the Classier thing. Okay, sorry. We're doing it again. We're gonna put on our best drama clothes after we do this to get him to let us do it. We're gonna have a great time. We're not gonna do any of the things that made us more nervous.
Hey, was there...
Yep.
Bringing in that new...
No, you don't.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous too.
By causing more trouble. It's for the... It's... A lot of people got killed because... Okay, yes, it's for some client. Ha! Well...
The man in the vest. This is the look of a man who's...
Fine, fine.
I'm having it uninstalled. Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Okay. We'll save right here. We'll change our clothes. Because apparently drama is good. Drama clothes. Bow tie. Do. What makes me dramatic? I thought so. Such a fucking look. Alright. I think this is as dramatic as we get. Which, I mean, God, look at us. It's pretty fucking good. Let me just run through the pants again, but I don't think anything is any better, really. No other glasses. Yeah, those take away drama, though, so maybe we'll still do different glasses. We'll do those. Pants were what they were gonna be. Shoes. Were any shoes anything? Just for the hell of it. Look at this. This is a man so ready for karaoke. It's unbelievable. How much more karaoke could you be? God. Incredible. Okay. There's our look. Here we fucking go.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Dress code insane silk dragon. Okay, that made a huge fucking difference. And if it doesn't work, then God help us all.
The air is thick with anticipation. The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
I would often go there to the tiny church there. The smallest church in San. Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
I'm so happy right now. We did it.
Not bad.
I'm so happy right now. A rather lonely applause echoes through the mostly empty cafeteria. It's Gart. Not bad, he tells you with an approving nod.
Yes, not bad at all.
Lieutenant joins in. You feel your hands shake as an awareness of your body returns to you. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
No reply. There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded into you, to return only in dreams and nightmares.
Thanks for bearing with me. I'm gonna go back to work now.
Yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone, okay?
He unplugs it. I'm so happy we got to do that. Oh my god. I'm so happy. God, that ruled. Okay, let's... What do we want to do here? That feels like logic wouldn't be the worst thing. We'll keep playing our stupid game where we don't do something. Wow, I'm so fucking happy. I'm so fucking happy we did that. What a delight. Okay, probably put slightly more reasonable clothings back on. Yeah, that thing. And I don't think we changed our pants at all. Logic shirt. Fucking thing. That gives me another logic. Probably leave that. We'll do that. That seems good. I think our pants are still probably the better pants. Okay, we'll do that. It's a little different than what we had going, but it's okay. Alright. Kim! I sang for you! Okay, actually, yeah, let's get rid of Kim for the night, as sad as that is. And then we'll come back here. Wait, how do I... Isn't this how I do it?
Yes?
Oh, I have big news, Kim. Tell Kim about how you no longer obsess over your sexuality.
Okay.
Nothing actually as I'm saying this, I realize I would not be telling the truth.
Okay. Was there anything else?
He's not the least bit curious about what you plan to say.
Alright, fine.
Okay. Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Turns his attention elsewhere.
Just one thing, though.
What?
Kim, are you gay?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
Yes!
That's the truth.
So there's a chance. Okay, so Kim, do you want to go on a date? Kim, do you want a date? Is it too early to leave him? Is that what's wrong?
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned...
How do I get him to leave? I thought that was how I did it. Is it just too early? Maybe it's just too early.
Our tenant, the police.
Okay. What can I do? Where are those guys? Who's this? Is this all? Yeah, this is the guys. Oh my god. Gotta go all the way around. I mean, it's fine. I'm trying to kill some time here.
Tequila sunset.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
Oh god, my posture. I don't know if I can get any better than that. Also, hello.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Alright, have you got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I've got a potent pilsner. I don't know if I should give him that other shit.
But it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
Oh, I was paying attention to him and not to the fact that he was done talking.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides.
He looks up to the skies as if searching for peace himself.
What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
A horse?
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man...
The pause is long and dramatic.
Longer and more dramatic because I wasn't ready.
with no head on his shoulders, wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
Wait, I thought the Headless Fallen Rider rode a bull?
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Sorry, the lieutenant says with a little smirk.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man.
That's super spooky.
Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones.
Oh, sorry.
Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file, but please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula DuPont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless found rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with a curious sound. Her body is never recovered.
He looks you straight in the eye. What did the case file say, Kim?
Naturally, Ula De Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless found rider and that she ran, fearing for her life.
He adjusts his glasses.
During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty, and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
It's bad to be a fast reader and read faster than Kim talks.
Not a pretty scene.
Sounded bad.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed. Anyway, that's the story of the Headless Foul Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Who was the Headless Rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost found cap, plotting revenge.
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Oh boy.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
I can't stop yawning, this is horrible.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Betos the jockey seems super committed to his sport.
That explains the horse part for sure. Don't know why he'd be wearing a tracksuit, though. Seems like a stretch, if you ask me.
They're all stretches.
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
I've already seen some weird shit on this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
That's nothing. I've got an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
So mean. Yeah. Self-replicating sound of the bird.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though.
Okay, whatever became of the headless fallen rider?
No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He makes a spooky gesture with his free hand.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Aye, I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Alright, be seeing ya. Still not enough time passed. If I'm guessing right on bad time. No, you can sleep.
No waking him.
The legend, he's back. And firstly, I got...
No, I don't want anything from you. She didn't have anything to say. They don't have anything to say. Excuse me.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace?
There was a phasmid in it, I was trying to catch it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, apparently we've talked to you all the way. I guess we can try those little kids again too.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks.
I'm not telling them they're stupid. That's mean. I don't want to fuck around too much. I just want a tiny bit of time to pass so that I can go into my little home. If Kim leave me alone. Which is terrible to say, but I need him to. What can we read for 2 seconds to make him leave us? I feel like we started reading that. We did not start reading this, though.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Helmdall man.
That cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Helmdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives locked up his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Helmdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Helmdall be able to escape this dire situation and find his missing friend?"
Flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Helmdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Alright, close the book. That's as late as I needed to be.
Pages are
You think? No? Okay. What do I... Am I just misremembering what I have to do? To get him to leave me?
Yes?
The bed is comforting.
What time does it have to be for Kim to leave? Just gonna Google it. I thought I could kind of do it at any time. So maybe I'm just not remembering what I need to do. So we're gonna have a fun and very engaging Google. Disco Elysium, how to get Kim to leave. Even though you should never want Kim to leave your side. Boop, 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 boop. Have to wait till 2100. Doesn't leave me a lot of time. I want to make sure it's right. Well, then what are we gonna do for two? I wasted a lot of time. I mean, it's okay. I didn't mind doing the little story. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Yeah. So I just had the time mixed up. Alright. Thrilling. What can we do then for a small amount of time? We did the radio transmission. We go bother Everett, but that feels like a huge waste of time personally. We found karaoke tape. There's some red check thing we can try around here. Alright, yeah, we can... Yeah, we can go see about that red check, I guess, real quick. Or we can bother Everett. I guess we can bother Everett. But, like, if this runs too long, I'm gonna fucking reload my save, which will be really annoying. Quick save. Actually, we can go turn in some recyclables.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk in
20 whole cents. Killing it. Whoa. Hey, wait, what's that? Oh, I thought you didn't catch this graffito earlier. Von Egg Overdrive, it says. Hell yes. Hell yeah. I hope I find a couple more of those. Could I walk over this way ever? Did I ever get through that? I don't think so. That's fine. I don't care. Not talking to Measurehead ever again. Wait. Actually. I doubt anything has changed in here, but I do think this is where they found the guy dead.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. René left his uniform neatly folded on the table. Take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, a conflict of honor. It's up to you.
Oh, I'm taking it.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste.
This is gonna take my shit to the next level.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Oh, Kim. You can't contain me. Wow. 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 A fucking look. These are my pants now, I'm sorry. What even were my other pants? Composure? I mean, not that composure's bad, but... Unbelievable. Incredible. Do I have any composure jackets? Doesn't really look like it. Okay. God, what a fucking look. Okay, what jacket did we have on? It would be that, huh? God. I mean... Yeah, this is terrible. I love it. Absolutely fucking incredible. Wonderful. Okay. Thanks, Renee. I'm so sorry.
This is the night.
Wearing your fucking pants forever. I mean, I guess I should have figured that out. Because they said that he wasn't in his uniform. I think it like the cogs started to click once I thought about it here, but oh god, I really want to fuck with that, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Let's get up to Evart and see what happens. Go from there. Absolutely no clear path to this fucking man.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a... Mr. Everett doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys.
Wow.
What did you want to talk about?
Can't talk about fucking Ruby though. Tell me about Edgar.
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revershaw, they say. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union, but last year he spent a whole winter in South Safra. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again.
South Safra. A lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there. A lot of cargo shipments being made too. The trade must have been lucrative for the trip to be so long.
Tell me about Banyana.
He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does. He makes everyone feel a little better.
Oil for the wheels. Much needed in stressful times like these.
Measurehead.
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. I think he really believes Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about that.
Tell me about Titus.
Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort, old Titus is.
Tell me about Everett.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister.
If anything, the ever-present smile on Leo's face gets even warmer. Tell me about Renee.
The night guard. He was a peculiar fellow. Headstrong and proud. We didn't really talk all that much. He died recently. Something with his ticker. Sure, mister. What can Leo do?
Alright, nothing else. Everett. I'd like to yell at you. Even though it's gonna be pointless. Look at my fucking pants. God, incredible. Hello, I come to you wearing a dead man's pants.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon. I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun, but you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with?
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Rivershaw doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him. Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that.
Look, my gun!
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up?
Not at all.
I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again, Harry. Now, what can Everett Clare do for you?
I met a girl named Estelle who said she's working with you.
Funny. That doesn't ring any bells, Harry.
Funny. She was trying to set up a narcotics operation in the old church on the coast.
Oh, that Estelle. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some hypnotic music in there.
Did you also tell her to start the amphetamine lab?
Amphetamine lab? That sounds very immoral and divorced. Frankly, a health risk. But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to, the drugs they do while they listen to that music.
He shakes his head with a melancholy smile.
It sounds to me like you are trying to start an amphetamine lab in the district. And you're using some delinquents you found God knows where to set it up and run it for you.
Found God knows where? That Estelle is the daughter of Miko the Kebab, a man who once killed a guy with a kebab.
Oh boy.
I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab can handle running a little nightclub, don't you?
Miko the Kebab, really?
Maybe it was Bogovic. Or Jakub. I think it might have been Conrad.
Anyway, I shut down the amphetamine production, but let them go on with the nightclub plan.
A nightclub? Harry, I'm an old-fashioned guy. After work, I like to listen to some rock and roll music and have a non-alcoholic lager. Nightclubs don't interest me. But here I am, talking about myself, when you have much more important things going on. Tell me, Harry, how can I help you? I'm always happy to educate and entertain.
Okay.
Very nice, Harry. Is there...
Well, we sure did it. Boy, we, sure confronted that guy. Really running out of things. I don't know how to do that. Unclear what this could mean. I mean, did we not talk about this stuff? I could try to talk to him for a second and see if that goes away, but it seemed like it was just kind of an ongoing thing.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Oh, okay, well that's just been sitting here. Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite a brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So he volunteered to spoil it.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can be only one conclusion. I am the finest. I am the finest. Oh, yeah, no, that's it. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to do this like way fucking earlier, but let's do the first one.
Okay. Style me.
It's impossible to tell whether he's serious or joking.
Point to yourself, this is what a modern cop looks like in my little fancy pants. Loosen your shoulders, you should ease up a bit. You need more looseness.
No, I don't. I used to. Plain clothes did the trick. For both of us, it seems. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition?
Okay,
If
enough
not,
of
we should move.
Sorry, enough of the competition then, tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
I will now.
Actually glad it's addressed now. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
What? No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues over his necktie. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my what if I could talk? Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke.
I've considered it.
His voice is somber. But it's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ha, so you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
Finest of my heart, Kim. Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there.
I should have had this conversation so long ago.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Aw, what a nice little conversation that I should have had so fucking long ago. Alright, so we accomplished nothing with effort. Still some time to kill. Let's get back and we'll read something again, because I don't know. I mean, we could go back into the whirling and see if there's anything we can say to anybody, but I don't know what it would be at this point. I can fuck with his little chair, I guess. I think I can move something. Let's see before that, though.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Really taking your time.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Okay, press a ret. Is it gonna move
Crane
again?
does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Alright. Can I go up to that thing? Where did it go? It's right here. Yes!
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
No, it's totally different. I don't want to paint it, I'm just drawn to it.
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Knock on the door.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Open.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Let's save before we do it. Could always up my rhetoric, I have a point, but...
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Excuse me. Erratic yet thorough. Been in the world for 2 days. Been in this world for many days. Precarious world. Alright, let's try it.
Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Hello, is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Mega rich light bending guy.
You can't be serious.
The smile disappears. Oh, Kim, aren't you used to me being a little scamp yet? What the fuck? Hey, bro, what the fuck? What? 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 What's...
Stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Wow.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't need a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodor, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodor. I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Harrier Dubois.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
What about my partner? How'd you become so rich?
Oh lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
Some of us need money, Kim. Some of us are broke.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
'Cause we haven't asked this guy yet.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Graz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
It's great that you've done so well for yourself, but don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society?
Sure, and they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
Hundreds?
Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future it'll all be automated. But my point is this.
He says, jabbing his finger into the air a bit.
Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
See nothing.
Capital makes one speechless, does it not? Blinds like the sun that rises from beyond the horizon after a gloomy winter.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
His essence seems to signify actual surprise. Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. Among that group of individuals, it's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
It's a fucking game. So what's our coefficient?
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient for you and this individual appears to be 0.9998, repeating. That's not good for you.
Are you telling me that you're so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
A man this chill is at least a triple-digit billionaire.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think.
Wouldn't say it's exactly safe now, but financially secure individuals are known adrenaline junkies.
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Martinez. There's a cool church here.
Was it Krasmazov that said, religion is parolidon for the masses? He may have been a commoner, but we're in agreement about that. Still, I imagine the architecture is quite lovely. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Wait, why don't you help them? You got so much money, it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. They're always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls.
Man, fuck this guy.
Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So you travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
Bending light appears to wink. Alright, you're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
You sure you don't have any more? I thought you were a billionaire.
Yes, I'm sure. You know,
His eyes narrow, the light seems to bend more aggressively.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
This is a proposal, not a question. These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Art degree useless. This is relevant for both of these. Alright, let's save.
Thanks for stopping by. If you ever have an idea you want to pitch me, I'm all ears.
Oh my god. Why does it look like this in here? So weird. Okay, so it auto-saved for us.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Congratulations. You've somehow managed to fail at failing, which means, in a strange way, that you've succeeded.
Let's see what happens and maybe we'll reload. You should invest in a youth center.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train buff kids. A place to teach them practical skills like teamwork and self-discipline. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values into children from low net worth families.
Brilliant. Without children, who will be there to buy stuff in the future?
Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
Highly educated, work-ready, human capital, ready to be directed toward any member of your vast interests. With human beings, there's always a risk associated, which is why we've got to hold on to the center itself as a fallback.
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
Thank you.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Here's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Thanks for placing your unwavering trust in me.
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment, and I expect to see returns.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again. Is he having a stroke?
What do you think, Kim? Not bad, huh?
I'm not unimpressed. Let's leave it at that.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
No.
The pleasure was mine. Unfortunately, I must be away soon. The next time we meet, I'll be expecting an update on my investment.
Oh, God.
Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Wow.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride. A little. I fucking ride till I die, bitch. I'm not sure I ride.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
That's me.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
Can't say I didn't make that ceiling guy give me some of his money either.
Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark.
Sure, and I got that giant novelty check from Everett.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
You could say I took some money from that manana guy too.
You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider.
Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
It's because of that Gart guy riding my ass. The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but racism. Fucking taxes, man. I don't know why am I so poor. Yeah, the system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachon?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, this tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure that seems like a pretty big number?
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Yeah, deregulation's not good. Opt out.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Oh my god. If not being an ultra-liberal makes me racist, then I guess I should be an ultra-liberal. No, fuck. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. We got $100 from a guy. This is the best time killing I've ever had in my fucking life. Okay, I'm actually going to take a quick break. And then I don't know what we'll do. We have to kill a little more time. I think I was thinking we'd get back to the shack, read something, and that should get us through. Okay, so be right back. Hello, we're back. Okay, we're gonna go back to the shack. Ooh, we might get back to the shack like exactly when we need to. Oh boy, long walk. Okay, so we got sick pants. We got $100. We got to see the weirdest man so far that we've seen, strangely enough, in this game. God. I've never figured out how to get into the whirling back rooms, which... Oh, what's going on there? Okay, maybe we'll stop by there. Fuck. God, yeah, maybe now that we know who that guy is, we can go to his house. With permission. Hadn't even thought about doing that. See, now that I'm trying to think of things to do, there's a million things. But I gotta hurry. If I'm gonna go do that, I gotta do it fast. I think we are running. Jesus, yeah, we're running and we're leaving Kim behind. How do I get over there? Oh, I have to go to the apartment, don't I? I went the wrong way. Do you want to talk to me ever again?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Wow, I could buy those pants. No.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you hate me. Goodbye. God, I could buy anything I want now. Don't really know what I want, but... hang on. Have your thought. I wish I could actually see that. Alright, run to the apartment. It's probably another poster. Oh, we'll see it on the way back.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes, half a century at least, from the Revolution. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
The lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Man, I started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
Remnants from the Revolution. These are over half a century old.
So no crime is up in here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the Revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Fine. Alright, what's up with this? You hear the sound of running water. Someone's washing dishes. Okay, can I go in? Can I go bother this man?
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
You can't do anything?
The door is closed. You hear...
Alright. Well then, I wish you went highlighted because I waste a lot of time going over here. Get to see my beautiful wall again, which is nice. Alright, so if we walk, then probably by the time we get there it'll be a time in which we can send Kim to bed and we can do what I wanted to do this whole time. I mean, look, we didn't have the worst distractions, but... It's really silly, but it is fun that got me a bunch of graffitis. Hey, come on. God, I really could buy like all kinds of shit now. I mean, not like everything, but I could buy some things. Low rumble of a bass beat. Your heart repeats it. Taking the long way. Having thoughts about things. Faint smell of smoldering, melted insulation, nylon and ozone. What's that building up here? No, it's not up here. It must be like a weird spot, actually. So it's like a... There was something we could fuck with. Like, we weren't going to be successfully fucking with, but we could. I don't know where it is now. Got a minute to wander. Is this just the church in this direction? Kind of. Yeah, fuck it. Okay.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the wiring, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Okay, can I up my interfacing any? I can. So we could try it once. See if I have any other interfacing clothes. I know I got the gloves on, which are probably as much as I can do. But it's worth checking. Oh boy, my phone. This is always very slow and boring to do. And I don't think I'm getting anything else. Okay. So it's as good as my interfacing can be right now. Let's try it. And it's not the worst thing to level up if I want to fuck around.
The depot. The wind has blown. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh, the door shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere. Come on, we even got in a light bending guy's container, but you're saying we can't get in there?
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am. Who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
He looks at the door with a rueful smile. Okay, but maybe somebody did get in there. And no one else can.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
Wow, I could think about doors. God damn it, it cannot be a disgrace. That door on the coast. You remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why, in the name of all that's holy, does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Because I could either up my skill with interfacing and try it again, or we could think about it for a minute. Wow, am I like the best at rhetoric? Is that way? That's like our perception. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? Okay. Is there anything else really up here? Doesn't look like it. Look at a trap again. Yeah, this is where we went on our date. That date I went on, Kim. You know the one. The one that wasn't with you. Our date was good too. That time we had a sandwich together. I loved my sandwich date with Kim.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things.
You're right. Well, there's also the sick bird here. Okay. We'll get back to our little shack and read for like 2 seconds, and that'll pass enough time. Nice little atmospheric sounds. Killing it. Alright. Bear with me, Kim. I am just trying to get rid of you so I can see a girl. Not like that. What can we read? That would be actually fun. I don't want to read that again. It sucked. We could do a case file, but that might also be longer than I want it to be. Did we already do everything we could do in here?
The greatest innocence. Browsing through the book, you can do it. It'll be worth. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well. It's probably for the best.
Okay, whatever. Where is my, it's in here.
Is it the ledger you found? Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January. You don't exactly close them so much as
read a case file. There we go.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Yeah, we have time for that. Square bullet hole.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The square gun. Alright, cool, we got a skill point. We'll hoard it, as per usual. Yeah, I guess that was a short one. I only need 1 more minute to pass, Kim, and then I can send you away. Which will be sad for me, really. Boy, how the fuck do you get 1 minute to pass?
Yes? What about me? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter, My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seal.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholian.
A point of pride to him. He's glad to have shut down your question.
Okay.
Good. Let's...
Okay, goodbye. Please leave.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Bye, I love you.
Good night, officer.
Love you, bye.
We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Love you, bye. Okay, JK, I'm gonna go somewhere. It's gonna be right next to your room, which is gonna be really incriminating for me. Okay, save. I love that this is nighttime with more people and it's really not that many fucking people. I get the feeling we have nothing to say to you anymore, but I can't resist.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Okay, no, we
Bye-bye,
got nothing.
Gendarme.
Aw. Okay, goodbye. Alright, Classier. Finally, alone. Which will definitely not be bad or weird. Hello.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
I found your buoy. It was empty, just seawater.
Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Perhaps the people who are after you took it?
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
Alright, now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
Okay, it's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. a really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
She's so nice.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
She takes a sip of her coffee and smiles.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thanks.
No problem, sir.
Alright.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's
The
anything
record.
else.
So official.
One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
Alright. Well, I filled up all my thought bars. Not that I couldn't undo something, but, you know. Goodness. Okay. I don't even know what some of these are anymore. Wait, are these all I have? Or was that weird? I can't talk to that man anymore, he's fucking dead. I guess we could just fuck around and go do a couple things, but I don't know, it all seems sadder without Kim with me. I feel like whatever this is doesn't matter. Like, we got into the church. I don't know what we could possibly need to do with the door. I don't remember what this is, but we could try it. I think we just gotta look at that. Mirror is in my house. Don't really want to talk to Measurehead. I guess we could talk to Joyce. Map wall. I couldn't figure out what that fucking was. I couldn't figure out what this was anymore either. Alright, I guess we could go. I can go do this real quick. I don't like doing things without Kim. But yeah, like what could there be at the door anymore? I can get in the door. Hello everyone. Which one of you is Andre? Let's save.
Goodbye, officer.
It'll be sad for Kim not to see me dance, but let's give it a shot.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes
Nope.
and dream of the shapes your body
But just a
puts a grin on your face just to think about. Salvation.
Okay, we're gonna reload and we're gonna put on better clothes because I think at least my shoes are fucking me up on that. Okay, better clothes for savoir-faire. Let's at least get the shoes off. Let's put on empathy shoes. And I don't necessarily know that any clothes made it better. I know that that one made it worse. But we'll see. That makes it better. Yeah, those pants make it worse. It'd be great if I like really remembered things, but I don't. And I feel like I must check every time. Okay. So that's as good as we can hope to make it.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close
Yay.
your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrae by vertebrae, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
That's not what that says.
Here it will begin.
Where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
Good.
No, not good. Orgasmic.
Where'd the music go?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Concentrate on hearing.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn. To rule the world.
Who are you?
I am the spinal cord.
What do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Bust a move!